That's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
At Fisher Investments, we do things differently, and other money managers don't understand why.
Because our way works great for us.
But not for your clients. That's why we're a fiduciary, obligated to put clients first.
So what do you provide? Cookie-cutter portfolios?
Nope. We tailor portfolios to our clients' needs.
But you do sell investments that earn you high commissions, right?
We don't have those.
So what's in it for you?
Our fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
At Chipotle, carne asada is back. The cumin, the coriander, mix it in with that fresh lime juice and that cilantro, and it just brings out those flavors. It's very tender. When you're cutting it, it's tender. When you're eating it, it's tender. It's bomb steak.
Alexa, ask Delta to fill a dog bowl.
Voice IQ technology. See what Delta can do.
They're back. The Big Ten set to return to football after initially canceling its season.
Well, the Pac-12, they are returning in November.
Action is back.
About to get crazy. This is going to be wild.
Back on SportsCenter, Hannah Storm, Jay Harris. Broncos getting set to square off with Cam Newton and the Patriots. Denver's lost 5 straight games at Gillette Stadium by a combined 104 points, with their last win coming in September 2006. Broncos Patriots 1 Eastern, Foxborough.
Well, boxing's new star, Teofimo Lopez, and his dad have said he's ready to take over the sport, and they were right as he upsets Vasily Lomachenko. Lopez dominating in the early rounds of this one against a guy that ESPN is ranked the #1 pound-for-pound fighter. Here we are in round 6. Lopez applying the pressure. Strong right uppercut followed by an overhand right, getting a clean uppercut on Lomachenko. And in round 8, Lomachenko begins to fight back. The favored boxer with a 3-punch combination has Lopez on the ropes. Another combination, but then final round for the lightweight unification belts. Lopez taking advantage and doesn't look back. Lands a couple of right-handed punches. Good left hook. Barrage of punches that wobble Lomachenko. And the final seconds, both fighters going toe-to-toe. Lopez getting the best of him to become the unified lightweight world champion by unanimous decision. Lomachenko 14-2. Lopez pulls off the upset. He now holds all 4 belts at 16-0 and has enough energy when it's all over for the signature backflip as Lopez takes out Lomachenko, becoming just the 5th to ever hold all 4 division belts: WBA, WBC, WBO, IBF. Also the first lightweight to accomplish that feat, and at just 23 years old.
Hannah, from boxing to the season's fantasy football leaders, Seattle's Russell Wilson tops among QBs, nearly 10 points ahead of Pat Mahomes, who sits in second. Wilson leads the league in passing TDs and is third in passing yards. And those who drafted the Saints Alvin Kamara are glad they did. Kamara leading all players with 147.6 fantasy points after compiling 676 yards from scrimmage through 5 games. That's over 120 more than any other player. Meanwhile, if fantasy is any indication, DeAndre Hopkins loves his new home in Arizona. 109.8 points leading all pass catchers. Hopkins and Buffalo Stephon Diggs, the only players over 500 receiving yards on the season. For more, time to welcome in Matthew Berry, host of Fantasy Football Now. All right, let's start with the QBs. Take us through your love, hate, figuratively speaking, for this week.
All about the matchups, not the players.
Based on the matchups.
We hate or love the matchups, and a matchup I absolutely love is for Matthew Stafford of the Detroit Lions, coming off the bye this week as well. In his last 10 games when Kenny Golladay has been active, and Golladay is going to be playing today, He's averaging over 20 fantasy points today. You love the matchup with the Jaguars. 3 of the last 4 quarterbacks to face Jacksonville have scored over 24 fantasy points. This is one of the worst pass defenses in the NFL. Teddy Bridgewater's had a great season in Carolina. Not crazy about him today against the Bears. Chicago has allowed the second fewest fantasy points to opposing quarterbacks this season. In fact, 4 of the 5 QBs to face the Bears have been held to under 14.5 fantasy points so far this year. They've allowed just 4 passing touchdowns on the season. Give me some Alexander Mattison today. I have him as my number 3 running back today with Dalvin Cook out. 23 touches, 136 scrimmage yards last week in relief of Dalvin Cook. Remember the Vikings, the second most running back carries this season, and the Falcons have allowed 29.3 fantasy points to opposing running backs. You love seeing the Falcons on the schedule. Darrell Henderson, I love the player. I just hate the fact that he's in a crowded backfield with 2 other running backs. Sean McVay saying last week that he expects Cam Akers to get more run this week. Remember, the Niners allow the second fewest fantasy points to opposing running backs. Jamison Crowder, listen, hey, I'm talking positive about the Jets on television. I'm a rarity, okay? Jamison Crowder averaging over 22 fantasy points per game. He's getting 11 targets a game this season, both top 3 among wide receivers. Whether it's Flacco or Darnold, they're looking for Jamison Crowder in a game they should be trailing. Dolphins bad against the slot as well. I'm not crazy about DJ Moore. Makes sense. I'm not crazy about Teddy Bridgewater, so I'm not crazy about one of his best wide receivers as well. Over the last 3 games, just a 15% target share that's smaller than Robbie Anderson or Mike Davis. Bears have allowed the second fewest fantasy points to opposing wide receivers and just 1 touchdown to a wide receiver this entire year.
Wow, that's tough.
Bears are pretty good.
They are. Much more from this man. Fantasy Football Now, 10 a.m. Eastern, ESPN2. Matthew, thank you.
Thanks, Jay.
Hannah?
Hey guys, remember when we were obsessed with Kyler Murray's career decision? Should he or would he play baseball or pursue his dreams of playing in the NFL? And was he too short to make it as an NFL quarterback? Well, those questions sure do seem distant, don't they? As Murray and Cliff Kingsbury have found their groove with the help of the arrival of the Cardinals' newest receiving superstar, the very steady DeAndre Hopkins. So as Murray takes his talents to Jerry World tomorrow, where he's 6-0, by the way, as a youngster, he chatted with Michelle Beisner-Buck.
Shotgun snap to Kyler Murray. From the pocket, deep pass. Left side going for Hopkins. One-handed catch and a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins was blanketed by a jet, but it don't matter.
What's the first thing that comes to mind when I say the name DeAndre Hopkins?
You know, it's crazy to see in person. You know, he's really, I believe, the best receiver in the league. You know, he wants to be the best. He wants to win. And at the end of the day, that's really, you know, all he cares about is winning. You know, he could have 2 receptions, 8 receptions. As long as we win, we're good. You can't help but love a guy like that.
Well, you're going back to Texas, and This is your first Monday Night Football matchup in the NFL, and you get to do it at Cowboys Stadium. How are you feeling going into this game?
I'm excited, obviously. I don't really feel it yet, you know, as far as the butterflies and as far as that goes. I don't really feel it yet, but, you know, come Sunday night, come Monday night, I'm sure they'll be there. But I'm just excited for our team. This is a great opportunity for us. First game on Monday night, like you said, to prove people wrong and do our thing. It's a special opportunity, and I can't wait.
You've had some success in that stadium. Just how many games have you won at Cowboy Stadium?
People ask me this all the time. I really don't even know. I think it's in the double digits, though. I'm not sure. I won 3 state championships there, and then, you know, being able to win a couple Big 12 championships in Jerry's World was special as well.
He is already in the top 5 of players in the NFL that no coach or defense wants to play against.
Jukes the defender and scores. Touchdown, Kyler Murray.
All right, so you're going in to play the Cowboys on Monday night. What does your team have to do to keep the W's going?
I think we just got to play good complementary football. You know, come out there with juice. You know, it's Monday Night Football. If you can't have energy for that, we got issues. But it's going to be a tough challenge. Offensively, we got to, you know, limit the penalties, play clean football, and I think we put ourselves in a good spot to win the game.
That's so cool. 5-0 there in high school, Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 1-0 in college. So he goes as a pro now down to Jerry World. Kyler Murray, his new best friend, DeAndre Hopkins, 3-2 Cardinals, taking on Zeke and the Cowboys. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ESPN Deportes and the app. This would be a good time for the Cowboys to start playing defense. Just saying.
More NFL to come. How the Browns are going to try and rewrite history at Heinz Field and end a 16-year drought. The impact Myles Garrett will have in today's game. Plus, Cam Newton making a return. Randy Moss going to tell us which Patriots offense you'll see today after missing their star QB for 2 weeks.
Most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
You know what beats next day shipping? Getting it the same day. So shop Ace online and get free in-store or curbside pickup right in your neighborhood. Or get what you need delivered the very same day you order.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Matt, I think I got my fantasy nights mixed up. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
You sure?
Yeah.
Snickers satisfies.
Ask Sherwin-Williams and bring color home. October 16th through 19th, get 40% off paints and stains with sale prices starting at $23.09. Shop in store or order online for curbside pickup.
Our great country is just waiting to be explored. Whatever road you take, make sure your tires are ready to get you there safely. Right now at Midas, buy 3 Cooper tires and get 1 free. Find your tires at Midas.com.
Let's hide in the attic.
No, in the basement. Why can't we just get in the running car?
Are you crazy? Let's hide behind the chainsaws.
Smart. Yeah, okay.
If you're in a horror movie, you make poor decisions. That's what you do.
Shh, I'm being quiet. Breathing on me.
If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
He trained his mind among the Black Bear School of Chess. Speed players, trash talkers.
You want to come inside my house? How about coming to your house?
And through defeat, he learned you could beat every bear in the forest, but the game is never finished.
Gillette ProGlide and ProGlide Gel. 5 blades and a pivoting flex ball designed to get virtually every hair on the first stroke while washing away dirt and oil. So you're ready for the day with a clean shave and a clean face.
To the Pittsburgh natives supporting a different black and gold.
Hey, come on, scarf up.
And the fan near Wrigley Field just as drawn to the octagon.
No, not now, no.
This is your stream. ESPN Plus. It exists because you do.
Welcome back to Sports Center. Hannah Storm, Jay Harris. Hannah, I'm going to use my head.
Oh, for once.
For once, yeah.
Goodness.
Duke, NC State, fourth quarter, first and goal. State up 21-20. Bailey Hockman floating one to Thayer Thomas. And check it out. Pass goes through Jalen Alexander's hands. Thomas catches it against his helmet and just holds it there to make sure that he has a touchdown. It's like, I got it. And
yep.
yes.
I am securing this football.
Next to my noggin.
As I fall out of the end zone.
NC State gets the win. That's in large part to my man.
Well, you know who we always think of, who we're going to see in a minute. But, I mean, don't forget Cole Beasley up there. I was kind of like this, obviously back in the days with the Cowboys a couple years ago. It was kind of like the back, kind of secures the football with like the back of his neck.
Right before he got out of bounds, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I like that.
Antonio Brown did it back when he was a Steeler. Ravens and Steelers, 2010 AFC Divisional Playoffs. Roethlisberger to Big Ben, and he pins it to his side and runs into the end zone. Steelers won that game. They lost to the Packers that year in the Super Bowl. Antonio Brown using his head.
Did he need to on that
I don't
play?
think he did. I think he was playing around.
All right, Chargers-Bills back in 08. Trent Edwards to Lee Evans.
Wow, that's a blast from the past.
Wow, I know, right? Got 2 feet in. Look at this play. Yeah, he's like, I'm going to use that right there. I mean, you know, listen, come on. And why did everybody do that? Because
the granddaddy of them all.
Yeah.
Giants and Patriots Super Bowl 42. David Tyree from Eli Manning with Rodney Harrison all over him.
Such a big play. Wow. Amazing.
Giants won the game.
Yep.
David Tyree lives forever. All
That's OG right there. Yeah. Beautiful. Man, unforgettable.
All right, half-hour headline. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I was there. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Just could not believe it when that play. And that was such a big play. He did it, and it was the way he did it, and that's why it's part of legend, right? And down went the undefeated Patriots.
I was home. I watched it on TV.
Yeah, even better. You saw the replay.
I did, several times.
There you go.
Half-hour headlines now, top stories. Let's start with baseball. It's been fantastic.
Come on. How about the ALCS? Why not both of them going 7? But then you got, the Rays 3, and then the Stros 3, and then the former Astro on the mound. And here we go. The Rays are going to the World Series. 36-year-old Charlie Morton, brilliant against his former team. Randy Arozarena homering again. Rays off to the World Series for the first time since 2008. They beat the Stros 4-2 in Game 7. Arozarena is named the ALCS MVP, rookie record, his 7th home run of the postseason, 21 hits, one shy of Jeter's in 96.
And Corey Seager homered again. Walker Buehler pitched 6 scoreless innings. Dodgers avoid elimination in the NLCS. They beat Atlanta 3-1 Saturday, force a Game 7 tonight. Dodgers going to try to get to their 3rd World Series in 4 years. Atlanta hasn't been to a World Series since 1999.
Don't we know it? All right, Teofimo Lopez upsetting number 1 ranked Vasily Lomachenko by unanimous decision, becoming the undisputed lightweight champion since the WBO was founded. He's the youngest fighter at 23 years, 85 days to become a 4-belt champion. Meanwhile, Lomachenko falls to 14-2.
Hannah, Nick Saban was coaching, allowed on the sideline after 3 negative COVID tests following a positive one. Mac Jones threw for 417 yards and 4 touchdowns, just picking apart Georgia's heralded defense. Number 2 Alabama beats the 3rd-ranked Dogs 41-24. The Tide won the last 6 meetings with
Yeah,
Georgia.
I mean, it's just a familiar story for Georgia. So no doubt about who the Kings are still in the SEC and ACC too. Wow, after what Clemson did over the weekend. Those are your half-hour headlines.
I know I'm an emotional man. In order for me to do this for someone else, I think there has to be a certain amount of love.
I don't know how you can play this game and not get butterflies.
You have to have the passion and the mindset. That's just the love of the game.
There's love for each other, in other words, in the game of football.
Touchdown! Kansas City!
4 touchdowns for the rookie.
6 more for the Browns!
We love each other in Buffalo. That's not going to change anytime soon.
Touchdown Tampa Bay! Rodgers delivers the dagger!
You can be proud of this game, and you can do a great deal for football today. Go out there and play like I know you can play it.
All right, week 6, and lots going on with the Steelers-Browns matchup today at Heinz Field. Pittsburgh has won 16 straight at home against Cleveland. It's also a matchup of the Browns' fantastic rushing offense against the Steelers' fantastic rushing defense. And it is Myles Garrett's first game against the Black and Yellow since that altercation with Mason Rudolph. Diana Rossini taking us inside the huddle.
Odell Beckham Jr. feeling a bit under the weather this past week, but the good news is he did test negative for COVID-19. Meantime, wide receiver Jarvis Landry and quarterback Baker Mayfield both dealing with sore ribs All three, I'm told, are expected to start. Case Keenum, the backup quarterback, actually took some reps with that first team just in case Six isn't feeling good out there. But those sore ribs, probably just a small issue compared to the Steelers defense that plans on blitzing and blitzing a lot. I'm told by the Steelers defense, the goal today is to contain Baker Mayfield and force him to throw from the pocket.
The Eagles today face Lamar Jackson for the first time, and they face him at a time when his game is evolving. He's running less, either by design or out of necessity. The question around the team is whether this approach is sustainable over the long term, over the entire season. We're just finding ourselves, Lamar Jackson said. Let the outside noise be the outside noise. We're good.
Well, we've got Tom Brady, we've got Aaron Rodgers, and the good news is for today's matchup, we've got most of their offensive weapons available as well. We'll start with the Packers. Devontae Adams, who missed a game with a hamstring injury, was able to get that resolved over the bye week. He is scheduled to play today. Now for the Bucs, wide receiver Chris Godwin is making his return too. He's missed 3 games this season and hasn't played since week 3. The question for the Bucs is how healthy are their players? A lot of them showing up on the injury report this week, including wide receiver Mike Evans with an ankle issue, but all of them will play, so Brady and Rodgers will have their arsenals.
Thank you, Jeff Darlington and company. The NFL Countdown crew is going to join us next on SportsCenter. Randy Moss tells us which Cam Newton offense you'll see after 2 weeks off. Is there only one Cam Newton offense, or are there multiple?
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
Coach Smith gave me an opportunity at 17, my senior year in high school, to buy the original Mike's Sub Shop, now called Jersey Mike's Subs. What does it take to get involved? It takes commitment, energy, and sharing your life with your team and your customers. It was my first job and turned out to be my life's work. So join our team today and grow from within. And who knows, maybe you will become an owner like I did.
Hey, good morning.
Ask Sherwin-Williams and bring color home. October 16th through 19th, get 40% off paints and stains with sale prices starting at $23.09. Shop in store or order online for curbside pickup.
After 225 years of Jim Beam, you'd think we'd just look back on our past. Nope. We're looking to our future, where we're crafting new bourbons, creating new ways to drink them, and teaching a new generation of distillers. So no, we're not raising a glass to the last 225 years. We're raising Jim Beam for 225 years to come.
Your house brought you together. Like, really together. And although together is great, together with more space is better. With Rocket Mortgage, you get personalized loan options, closing costs, and tax estimates all in real time. So when you need to know what it takes for a home to fit your budget and your family, Rocket can.
Welcome to DraftKings, the land of million-dollar opportunity. A place you've only seen in your dreams. Now let's bring it to life. Millionaires have already been made here this season, and there's more where that came from. Get in on the gridiron action with an official partner of the NFL. And join the 140 players who have already cashed in $1 million. Download the app, try it for free, and make it rain.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
It's showtime.
Could you make it out to Bradley?
Bradley, got you, man.
Bradley, dish the greasy wings and get a delicious Subway footlong. Try my favorite turkey. Order on the app.
Anything for my fans, man.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Hey, you gotta take that.
Good food that's good for you, but good for you. Now get a free footlong when you buy two, because it's footlong season.
Welcome back to SportsCenter, Week 6, getting ready to kick off. Cannot wait for this division showdown at Heinz Field. 4-1 Browns taking on the unbeaten Steelers. Baker Mayfield facing Blitzburg. Landry and Odell all ready to go. Can't wait.
All right, Hannah, Heisman update. Trevor Lawrence helping the Clemson Tigers drop 73 on Georgia Tech yesterday. Lawrence setting career highs in passing yards and touchdowns before taking a seat after the team's first drive in the third quarter. Also, Alabama notching its 6th straight win over Georgia thanks to Mac Jones. 417 yards, 4 touchdowns, all of which were thrown at least 10 air yards downfield. Jones completing 73% of those passes this season. And Central Florida's Dylan Gabriel, 601 yards, 5 touchdowns through the air against Memphis. Gabriel, the first player with 600 passing yards in a loss since Patrick Mahomes back in 2016. It was a hot and cold day for the other Heisman hopefuls, while Sam Howell had a big day. 374 yards and 3 touchdowns. Florida State beat his 5th-ranked Tar Heels. And for Notre Dame's Ian Book, he generated the second fewest passing yards of his career, but was able to run for his team's only touchdown of the game in their close win.
Yeah, I know.
Over Louisville.
They didn't look great.
Very close.
Didn't look great, but it was a W, Jay. W. It was a W.
Heisman Update is brought to you by Nissan, premier partner of the Heisman Trophy.
All right, so Week 6 might not be. Oh, come on. I thought we were moving on. To Week 6 of the NFL. All right. Today's schedule is great. We had the breaking news from Adam Schefter that there aren't any positives, which is absolutely crazy. Look, about 9 teams were involved in some sort of adjustment, but we got a full slate of games today.
We do. A few of the many storylines for Sunday NFL Countdown to get into at the top of the hour. Sam Ponder and crew joining us now.
Just take it away,
preview.
Sam, because we got problems here.
Good morning, Sam.
People are
I'm actually
misbehaving
very
here, Sam.
happy to hear that you have problems also, because we just had a full breakdown on set because of somebody on the set had some makeup issues, and it wasn't me. Okay,
we're not going to say who.
It was the old, serious defensive, real football guy over there.
We got it worked out.
But I'm so handsome now.
You are. You don't even need it. There are a lot of stories to get to today. Like Hannah said, the best story of the day is no positives in 2020. That's the most important thing. But in terms of what you're looking forward to seeing on the field today, Randy, what's number 1?
Well, I've been waiting. Super Cam is back. He's been off for 1 game, but Dick Fangio and the kryptonite of this Broncos run-stopping defense is on the way to Foxborough. The New England Patriots averaging 5 yards per carry. I said New England Patriot Nation. Super Cam is back. It's going down to Foxborough today against them Denver Broncos. Welcome back, Cam.
Listen, this is the game I'm fired up for. Okay, 2 of the best quarterbacks of all time. You're talking NFL history, lowest percentage of interceptions, young quarterbacks. Watch Tom Brady today. Watch Aaron Rodgers. Watch the little things. These guys don't take unnecessary sacks. They throw the ball away. They protect the ball. Ball security is job security. These 2 are the best of all time.
Speaking of the best of all time, are you kidding me? What's this cat right here, Derrick Henry? Boom! I mean,
No hats in the club, Rex. No hats in the club.
You know the rule.
No,
Get out the way.
geez.
Hey, they might be the most dangerous team in the league, and he's certainly the most dangerous running back in the league. Well, I can't wait to see Derrick Henry and what he does today.
Rex, the Pittsburgh Steelers have a defense that'll throw entire teams out of the club, and that's who the Cleveland Browns are going to be playing today. Yes, the Cleveland Browns are in a big game. AFC North supremacy, they're up there. Can they compete with the real teams? They're about to play one this week, the Pittsburgh Steelers. The defense is going to be coming after Baker Mayfield and that offense. Baker's going to have to make some plays.
Oh, I was excited. There was so much going on there. I got distracted. I was all in. There is a lot to be excited about today. The slate is awesome. Like you said, the two superstars and Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers going at it. But, you know, I feel like Aaron Rodgers is still one of those guys where we've been watching him play for 16 years, and there's still some mystery around him and just his personality, the way he operates. So we went and found the guys who spent the most time with him in the QB room, his backups over the last decade or so. You'll hear from them at the top of the hour when Sunday NFL Countdown from South Street C4 rolls on.
Looking forward to that, Sam. And yes, Rex looks fine with his makeup. Thank goodness. So, speaking of Rodgers and Brady, what are the keys going to be in this matchup today? It's going to be hot down in Tampa.
We made USAA insurance for this season and the veterans that never quit on their team. When being a fan gets tough and stretching your budget gets even tougher, our agents put in the time and legwork for you. So saving on auto insurance is easy. Because saving a little extra goes a long way. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
USAA. You know what beats next day shipping? Getting it the same day. So shop Ace online and get free in-store or curbside pickup right in your neighborhood. Or get what you need delivered the very same day you order.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Cell phone repair.
Did you know Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need? Just get a quote at libertymutual.com.
Really? Let me check that out. Oh, yeah. I think I might get a quote. Not again. Come on, Rice. Do your thing.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Why are we doing this?
Why are we doing what? Using my Old Spice Moisturize with Shea Butter Body Wash?
All I wanted was to use your body wash.
And all I wanted was to have a body wash.
At Chipotle, carne asada is back. When you lay it on the grill, you get this aroma, chipotle pepper, cumin, fresh lime, and cilantro. And when you take that first bite, it's lip-smacking and mouth-watering. It's so tender.
Ask Sherwin-Williams and bring color home. October 16th through 19th, get 40% off paints and stains with sale prices starting at $23.09. Shop in-store or order online for curbside pickup.
Lower carbs, lower calories, higher expectations. The light beer you've been waiting for has arrived.
Keeping essential workers safe is Skechers' #1 priority. That's why Skechers is America's #1 work brand for slip-resistant and safety toe shoes. Plus, they feature Skechers' exclusive air-cooled memory foam for on-the-job comfort. Shop safe, durable, long-lasting comfort at Skechers.com.
Our great country is just waiting to be explored. Whatever road you take, make sure your tires are ready to get you there safely. Right now at Midas, buy 3 Cooper tires and get 1 free. Find your tires at Midas.com. Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
You can take the students out of the section, but you will never take the spirit out of the students. This season, Taco Bell is bringing the party to the students with Nachos Party Packs. No matter where they are, classroom, dorm room, living room, not a room. Where college football is watched, Nachos Party Packs bring the fun. Because wherever the students are, the Live My Student section lives. Learn more about this year's student section at livemystudentsection.com.
It's good.
Wherever shall we begin?
Greetings from Las Vegas. I am Doug Kazarian alongside Joe Fortenbaugh here, dark and early on the strip right now.
Well, I was coming in the casino this morning, dark and late for some other.
Oh, yes. That is always the fun, pleasant walk through the casino, sober, carrying the laptop. Lamar Jackson, 8-0 outright, 6-0-2 against the spread in his career as a road favorite. Baltimore is now up to 9.5 as they are laying that in Philly. Minnesota, 23-10-1 against the spread over the last 5 years at home. That is top in the NFL. Vikes laying 4 now with the winless Falcons and a new coach in town. And the only unbeaten team in the NFL against the spread, the Green Bay Packers. 4-0 ATS, and of course, straight up. They are now laying 1 against Tom Brady and the Bucs in Tampa. And Joe, for your best bet, that's where you're headed.
Yeah, Brady and the Bucs knock Rodgers and the Packers from the ranks of the unbeaten today. This is going to be the toughest defensive challenge that Rodgers and the Packers have faced all season. And keep in mind, this is a Packers team that, despite being 4-0,
are going to the playoffs. Also, on top of this, the Jets are 0-5 straight up, 0-5 against the spread, something we have not seen in the NFL since 2014, which means it's unusually bad. So I think the Dolphins, pretty one-sided game behind Fitzmagic, win by double digits going away. Let's send it back to SportsCenter.
Wow, Dolphins by double digits. All right, Dougie Fresh. Thanks, my friend. All right, before Jay and I leave and leave you to the fabulous folks at Countdown, a look at the most fabulous plays of Saturday. The